Hello, everyone. It's good to have you today. I just want to talk to you today about did you know that we're in a war? And it's not with who you think it is. Life, faith, Jesus. Hey, everyone. It's Pastor Josh here. Hey, if you're watching on the live stream or on the replay, let me know where you're watching from because it's always good to see where everyone is watching from, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below where you're watching from. So today I want to talk to you about the war that you are in. See, here recently I was listening to a podcast and the guy was asked a simple question. He was asked the question of what do you do when men are, feeling like their faith is weak? What do you do when men feel like they can't get to God? And his response was literally took me back because it made me realize that the war that we're in isn't with ourselves. It's with Satan. And because this is what he said. He said, welcome to the war. Welcome to the war. Meaning the war that we're raging, that we rage, isn't against each other. And let me read where we get that from because so many times we miss this. But let's read it. It's in Ephesians 6, 10 through 13. Ephesians 6, 10 through 13. And this is what it says. I know there's more, and I'll get to the next part next week, but this is where I want to start this week. So this is where it says. It says, finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand. Now, I know you're probably like, whoa, Pastor Josh, there's more. And I know there is more because then Paul starts talking about the full armor of God. And again, I'm not talking about that next week, but this week I want to focus on one thing, and that's that we are in a war with evil forces in the spiritual realm. And I'm specifying that because so many times we want to face war with each other. You want to face war with the person against you. This person doesn't agree with you. So you want to put a war against them and be like, this, and this. I even see in Christians. I watched a YouTube video earlier today where a Christian was arguing about what this other Christian on YouTuber said just to argue about what he said. It's like, guys, stop. We are making more of the division in this world because of the war that we're fighting with each other versus the war in the spiritual realm. Are you ready for the war in the spiritual realm? Or are you just ready for war in real life? Are you ready for war against flesh and blood? Are you ready for war against the person that you can see? Are you ready for war against the person that you can't see? Because the person that you can't see is the one that's going to do more damage. And he is the one that is going to make your life literally a living hell because that's where he comes from. Okay? It's time for us to get on our knees and be united as Christians. It's time for us to get on our knees and take the war where it belongs and take it to God. Give it to Jesus because that's where the victory's won. We can't win the victory ourselves. We can't win it ourselves in this world. Ain't no way that we're going to win a war when we're fighting it ourselves. Give it to God because when you give it to God, that's where the victory's won. That's where it's won. See, Paul was saying this because the people in Ephesus were going through a lot of trials. They're going through a lot of struggles. And Paul's like, dude, stop trying to fight the people that you're up against. Start looking to Jesus, who will help you stand firm when a test happens, who will help you stand firm when the trials come. Someone in the comments say that now. If you're in here watching, say in the comments, I will stand firm with Jesus, because that is where our battle's won. That's why I'm saying I'm getting tired of fighting against doctrines and everything like that just because people don't agree with each other. Guess what? I'm a human being. I'm not always going to agree with you. But I can tell you right now, there's one person that I know I'm not ever going to agree with, and that's the liar. That is Satan. And that's where our battle needs to go, because there is a spiritual warfare going on. And when you take it to your knees in prayer, I think somewhere down the line, we've lost that. We've lost the prayer. We've lost the power of prayer. So many times we want to look and look and look and look and fight it somewhere else, whereas we forget to actually look at the power of prayer. Can someone give me an amen? Because that is what is going on. Guys, I know. You're probably like, Pastor Josh, I understand this, but I want to get it to you right now. There is a war coming. Are you ready for it? Now, I'm not talking about the end times. I'm talking about the war that's going on in you right now. I'm talking about the battles that you are facing right now. That is what I'm talking about. That is the war that's going on, that's been going on for years and years and years against Christians. Because Satan does not want the Christians to advance. And he knows that if he can divide us more and more, then that's exactly what will happen. Guys, as always, I'll always say it again and again. It's time to be different. It's time to live different. You have a good day.